You know, when I was thinking about doing this, I thought I would just have the right words for this. You know, I rehearsed the lines, and it felt disingenuine, but I needed to practice. I needed something. And as soon as I sat down here, it's all gone. I don't know. I don't know where they went. Nathan was a big thinker. He has these crazy ideas, large in scope, and honestly, they were great. They were exciting, and I wanted to be a part of them. At the time, we were freshmen, and we were still learning how to actually, hold a camera or how to actually write a decent story. We talked about that a lot. We talked about the future a lot. He and I used to talk about, what are we going to do when we get out of college? We should start, we should make an indie film. We should start making films just for ourselves and go the independent route, or let's try to make it big. Let's try to sell our ideas. Let's try to make it huge. And I loved every moment of it because it inspired me. All right, I'm going to move on to others who wanted to say a few things. If not, I'm going to be here for a few hours just rambling. So, here are some of your friends, Nathan.
Nathan, my friend. Oh, wow. Even though I only had the pleasure of meeting you a few years ago, I just have to say that it was such a pleasure learning to know you, both as a filmmaker, but more importantly, as a person. Your infectious enthusiasm for films, whether it be your pirate films, or, your ultimate favorite, the Jurassic Park franchise, right? I think everyone knows what we're talking about here. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm really glad that we kept in touch after you graduated. I hold a special place for you in my heart, and the world is a better place for having had you in it. I know that by now you are probably already done with your first draft of Jurassic World Behind Pearly Gates. And I just hope you have a part written in it for me for when we meet again. Be at peace, my friend.
I worked on a lot of film sets with Nathan while we were both at Ringling, and one thing I'll always admire about him was his ability to make people feel calm under pressure. He was always the first one to crack a quick joke and just generally be a fun guy to be around when things weren't going right. I remember during a meeting for my junior film, me and my producer Hiram were looking for an extra actor to play this very small soldier role towards the end of the movie, and Nathan immediately volunteered himself once he found out that there was going to be a fight scene involved. And so that was a fun day because Nathan was a crew member while also being an actor for 2 scenes or so. And it was just a great time on set because I knew that Nathan was like a lot of people we went to film school with, where, you grew up making short films with your friends when you were a kid, and those short films were often just little fight scenes and that kind of thing. He did that on a lot of Ringling films where he just loved to be in front of the camera as much as he loved to be behind it.
I had the pleasure of meeting Nathan and getting to work with him when we were in film school together. We were in a lot of the same film history classes together, and the one thing I will always cherish and always remember about those film history classes was hearing him talk with so much love and so much passion for cinema. He was so enthusiastic about talking about cinema and the history of cinema, and hearing his adoration for filmmakers like Steven Spielberg and Monty Python. His His love and his passion, it just inspired all of us as fellow filmmakers, and it washed over all of us during the class. I had the pleasure of working with him on many films, including a short film he was production designer on, which was Georgie, for our senior year. The film turned out amazing, and as a crew member there, I was talking with him about samurai movies and his love for samurai movies. It was always such a joy talking to him about movies. And I remember he was a crew member and an actor on my friend's junior project film, Red Scare. He played a soldier. And I remember dressing him up and getting him ready for the scene. He was so enthusiastic and so excited to be a part of the project. He was a part of this fight scene they all choreographed together, which turned out amazing. Everything Nathan approached, he approached with a love and a passion and an enthusiasm for filmmaking. He was an amazing filmmaker and an incredible person, and I am truly honored, and I will always cherish the fact that I got to meet him and work with him and know him.
I first met Nathan in freshman year, but I really got to know him in sophomore year when we were working on our junior projects. We would write a script, assemble a crew from our colleagues, and then we would shoot a film in 2 days. That was just our life for that whole semester. I was really worried because, I had to still hold on to that camera. That was the concern I was holding on to for a while. But that whole time, Nathan was telling me it's going to be all right. It's going to be fine. I believe in you. You'll be fine. These will be some simple shots. There were a lot of simple shots. Some of them weren't so simple, though. But that whole time, the thing that really kept me going was the positivity. He just ate, slept, and breathed movies. And that passion is something that is going to stay with me for a pretty long time. I don't think I would be as confident as I am today without that experience and without Nathan.
I was a classmate and friend of Nathan's through Ringling College of Art Design. And I'll just be one to say that every project Nathan worked on, he had so much drive and passion for, not just his own. He was so enthusiastic. He was the life of the set. He made everybody feel special and loved and wanted. And I think that was so important. He had so much care, such a big heart, and that's something that I'll take away from him for the rest of my life, to really put that care, drive, and passion into everything that I do. Nathan, you will be missed, you are loved, and I hope you rest in paradise.
Hi, I'm Tom Liu, and I knew Nathan for the last few years. I worked with Nathan on several different films at Ringling College, and I have nothing but great memories from my time with Nathan. He was such an energetic and delight to be around. It's the only word I can think of that I think really encapsulates my experiences with Nathan. Always upbeat and positive and had this can-do attitude, and he was open to ideas and he just went with the flow. He wrote and directed a film last year specifically that I was in with him called The Dastards, the comedy western, which I have such fond memories of that experience and the whole cast and crew there. And Nathan was just a joy to be around, and I count it as a blessing that I knew him and could call him a friend. And we stayed in touch as well on social media following those films and everything. And so I just want to send my condolences to all of Nathan's family and friends during this very difficult time. He will be sorely missed by me and so many others, and thank you for allowing me to participate in this celebration of life. Thank you.
Hi, this is JC Anthony, and to the family of Nathan, I had the pleasure of working with him on a project called Charity, and I found that he was one of the kindest and most intelligent men, as he was talented, and you guys have my most heartfelt and sincerest thoughts and prayers.
Friends, I just heard about Nathan's passing. Tragic how such a young luminary is no longer with us. I am so sorry to his family, to his friends. Please accept my condolences. He was such a great kid. I enjoyed working with him. And not sure what happened, but I know now he's at peace, and I hope you can take solace in that and know he's in a much better place. My condolences.
In every single movie that I did with Nathan, he was always smiling. He was always happy. He always wanted the set to succeed. And he would always make the environment a positive environment. And so I think that, you know, Nathan will leave behind a legacy of cheerfulness and a legacy of work ethic within film. And to everyone that worked with him, that we all know that. And so to his family, I pray that God will comfort you guys in this time of loss. And I pray that you guys will find comfort in these messages. God bless you guys.
I was Nathan's professor at Ringling College of Art and Design, and the first class I ever taught was a screenwriting class, and Nathan was in that class. I'll never forget because he was always the first one there. Every morning I would arrive, he was already in the classroom, and we would spend that time talking about movies. I'd be setting up my lecture, my presentation, and he'd be telling me about the latest episode he had seen on a show that we were both watching, or his thoughts on a film. And that was one of the great joys of having Nathan in the room, is that he always had a lot to say and had strong opinions and was just actively making stuff and watching lots of movies. And I'm just terribly shocked by this news. It's still kind of surreal, and we're all in a little bit of disbelief. And I just want to say my thoughts and prayers are with Nathan's family, and just loved him a lot. And I want to wish Nathan's family the best, and we're going to miss Nathan very much.
Hey Nathan, it's Victor. I just heard about your death just after Thanksgiving, like 2 days ago, and I'm still processing. I don't even know what to say. I'm so sad and shocked and sorry. And I love you, Nathan. Listen, I apologize, though, for one thing. You wrote happy birthday to me on my Facebook page less than 3 weeks ago. And like many other people, I have yet to respond to any of you. And that's so wrong. I should have responded that very day, Nathan, to tell you how much you mean to me also. I love you, and I think I'll be seeing you in another dimension sometime.
Thank you, Nathan. I'm gonna miss you, pal. I think that's good.